Okay, now here we want to find a real zero using your calculator. Now, um, we already have, oh no, this is saying that this is the zero that's in between these two numbers. So what we're going to use here is probably the intermediate value theorem. And what this says is f of 1 is either going to be, um, if it's greater than 0, and f of 4, I'm getting these numbers from right here, if this is less than 0, or if f of 1 is less than 0 and f of 1 is greater than 0, then there is a 0 in between, oops, this is 4, in between 1 and 4. So let's graph this to find the answer. Okay, so we have y equals, we're done with this, so it's x cubed plus 2x. Now I can already see there's another way to solve it. I'm going to solve this another way when we're done. X squared minus 5x minus 10. That's our graph. Now remember we had a weird window before. So I'm going to, it's always sometimes a good idea just to zoom standard, zoom 6. And this will start graphing it for you automatically. So between 1 and 4, there is a 0. It looks like f of 1. Now notice here, now you don't have this on your calculator, but you do have this on your calculator. The table, f of 1 is negative 12. So f of 1 is negative 12. F of 4 is 66. That is this case right here. So I know there has to be a 0. You can't go from negative to positive without crossing 0 in between. So the answer is not an integer because it would be here. So what we do here is we're going to go to calc 0, number 2. Now we're going to try to get close. The closer you are, the better. Here's the left-hand side. Here's the right-hand side. And our gas somewhere right there. So 2 point, let me copy that too. Point. So our answer here is, to the nearest hundredth, it would be 2.24 would be our answer. Now, is there another way to solve this problem? I think there might be, and I'm just going to try it out to see if I'm right. So now this is solved, and it says use your calculator, so we're done. But this looks like I can factor by grouping. I'm just going to see if I can. So here, the factor by grouping is you do the first two first. And what do we factor out is an x squared x plus 2. And here we're going to factor out a minus 5. And we have x plus 2. Yep, sure enough we can. We want to find the zeros. So this is equal to 0. This we can factor as, you can factor out the x plus 2 because they're both there. And then we're left with x squared minus 5 equals 0. This means that x plus 2 equals 0. So x equals negative 2. And lo and behold, x equals negative 2 is an answer. Now what about this other one? What? Is that right? X squared minus 5 equals 0, so x squared equals 5x equals the square root of 5. What do you think it's going to be? I bet it's going to be this right here. Square root of 5 is square root of 5. 2.236. Yep. So this answer is also the square root of 5. Move on.